we will talk about that eventually. Okay, so anyone planning for the certification after this is done?
Yeah, that's so wonderful and so cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, good. Okay, so all right. So how many of you are having the Office 365 ID with you?
You meant so personal or office?
Uh,
Personal, I think I have one tenant, but that get expired. We need to create a new.
Yeah, me too.
okay. Because if it is a personal one, we can definitely play around with it. We don't have to worry. So if it is an official one, so it is kind of, I wouldn't say risky, but I would say it's not recommended, because
Mhm.
later if they go through the audit, probably you might create user and delete it, but that will definitely be recorded on the audit side. So that is also there. Okay, so because like I am an Microsoft certified trainer, I got this tenant free from Microsoft. So that is one of the benefit that we get it. Right. So who's having? So can you drop a message on the chat? Who's having? Sarunan, are you having a tenant? Okay. Mayur, Pramod.
No, I don't have it.
Oh,
It's really
okay. All right. So Mayur and Pramod, you both work together, is it?
Yes.
Or you all three work together? Sarunan,
No, me and Mayur work together.
okay. So what is that you can do? Or like if you all have your credit cards, what is it we can do is like we can create one tenant. Because like you earlier like it was not like that. Earlier you can create a tenant without a credit card also. Only Azure was asking for a credit card, but now Microsoft, what they did was like, even for Office 365 account also, you need to provide a credit card, provided it will not be charged for 30 days of time. After that, yes, it will be charged. So the plan is like you create a tenant, and
Mhm.
we are going to keep a watch on it, and we will remove it on 26th or 28th day, so that like you don't get charged. Because like once you get charged, it will be very, very hefty. Why? Because I'll tell you. So
This credit card is mandatory or
which one? Credit card is mandatory. So I'll take you through this. Hope you're able to see my screen.
Yes.
See this Office 365 E3 license. So how much it is showing? It's showing
Mm.
1,725 per user per month. Okay. So which means that so Microsoft will give you 25 licenses. See how many? 25 licenses for trial. Okay. So you will get 25 licenses for trial, and then So, which is 25 into how much? 1,725 is what you will get charged. So in case if you don't remove the credit card on time. So
Even if we don't use still, or
yes,
just
even
only
if you
use
don't
one.
use also, yes, it will be like that only. Because like Microsoft has given
Uh-huh.
license are provided to you, just that we did not use it. So it's not their fault.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the idea over here. So again, which I generally do it, I advise to people, and as and when we are meeting up every week, I'll keep on reminding to check to see like how many days are available. So which I will guide you. Don't have to worry about that. So see here, if I go to the billing, say your products. So here you could see that what are all the subscriptions that I have it. So as I told you, as a part of the MCT program, I do get a E5 developer license is what I get it. So as I told you, 25 licenses we get, and I just used 3. So in fact, I used all 25. I just cleared up all the unwanted accounts, and I have these many licenses available. Okay. So what is that? So all these other things, like as in when you use the products, Microsoft give those licenses for free as a part of your trial. Okay. So what is that you are going to do is that you are going to create a tenant. Okay. So let's do that. So hope you're all in front of your laptop.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to send you a link on the chat. Why is it not giving the free trial option generally? Okay, you're all, I think, Saron is based out in Singapore. So about Mayur and Pramod, you're based out in India or other location?
Yes, India.
India only, right? Okay. Saron, can you check and tell me, do you see a free trial link over here? Check and tell me if you see a blue color free trial at this place.
Yeah, I also open in a incognito. It's no trial option.
No trial
There,
option
I think I read somewhere it's means
taken off, right?
it's not showing in India. Yeah, it's
That's
taken
not.
for India. We need to use VPN.
Yeah. So earlier, it was like only E5 trial was not there. Now they have removed this. Okay. So let's do like this. Instead of this English India, try this English AU. Let's try the see. Do you see that? You don't even have to use VPN.
Which one you use? EN,
Where?
AU.
On the link, English, it was IN. From IN, I changed it to AU.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I just clicked on that.
Yeah. So now, what is that you could do is like you can click on this try for free. Okay. In fact, actually, Saran, actually, what happened, I gave the same link, which is having en hyphen in. That's why you're also not getting it. Instead, you go ahead and manually search it. Probably that might redirect to the Singapore. Uh, yeah, you can get see when you do SGS, you get it right. Okay, good. Okay, so here say try for free. Okay, so do you see few things on the right side? What are what are the details that it is showing over here is like what are the apps that you get it? It's like you get a full-fledged MS Office and you get the Exchange, SharePoint, Yammer, Stream, OneDrive, and it also says like you get a unlimited personal storage with the qualifying plan, and you have a 100 GB mailbox. So when your environment was hosted on the on premises, what was the mailbox size that you were having?
On premises.
On premises, what was the mailbox size that you
Two,
allocated for
2
users?
G.
2 GB?
I mean, max to max 4.
4? Okay, yeah. So, but here, there's no question about the mailbox getting filled up when it comes to the email hosting of 100 GB. So you must be knowing that even if this 100 GB is getting filled up, what is the second option?
I think they increase
Archive.
automatically.
Yeah, you get another 100 GB
Another-
as an archival. Okay, and what is very important to know, like there's no automatic archival concept. Archival has to be done manually by the user. The user has to manually move it to the archival, but yes, archival has to be enabled by the administrator, which is not by default. Once the administrator enables it, then it will come up like a, it will be coming up like a, uh, it will come up alongside your primary mailbox. Okay, so then people can just drag and drop onto the archive mailbox and manage it. Okay, and this we know that online and desktop versions you'll be getting it. What is this? Have you heard of this? Have you used this?
No.
And
So what is the meaning of this fast track? Is like, let's say like as you both mentioned, like you have 6,000 mailboxes, and let's consider that you are the only person, you have only one administrator in your organization who has to perform this migration. So now what is Microsoft is helping is that if you have purchased more than 150 licenses, Microsoft is going to, you can apply for a fast track. First, you have to apply for a fast track. What is the meaning of the fast track? Is like you are going to get a dedicated technician who's going to assist you on the migration. So once you apply for a fast track, you can get a dedicated technician from Microsoft who will work with you, and they will make the migration successful with all the best practices followed, right from downloading the ID fix and then running the Azure AD Connect and then running the HCW and then preparing the endpoints. All these checklists, all these checkpoints will all be done by the Microsoft technician in a rightly channeled way. They will do it. That is called as a fast track deployment. Okay, so in case if you already said like you have around 6,000 mailboxes, I'm sure you'd have bought around. So out of the 6,000, how many are shared and how many are user mailboxes?
Don't have exact count, but very few we have shared on most of the users. Yeah.
Okay. So how much Microsoft charges for a shared mailbox?
it's
Share
free of
mailbox is free, right?
Okay, yeah, it is free. We don't have to pay a license. And how much of storage that does that accommodate?
50 gigs.
Yeah, it gives us a 50 GB of storage. So many organizations, they make use of this trick.
Yeah.
So they will probably say like buy 1 or 2 license and they can migrate n number of shared mailboxes onto the Microsoft data center. Okay, because like if you think about the on-premises, so shared mailboxes accommodate a lot of space. So that way, few companies trick. But Microsoft knows all these things. It's not that Microsoft does not know. So Microsoft knows all these things, but they are um, just going with the flow. That's it. They are not stopping people from doing it. They are just allowing people to do it because they know that this is just a start of business and all these things will happen. Right?
But someday they will
Later,
start
Yeah.
charging.
True, true, true. Yeah, no. That's what I'm telling now. The classic example is like till these many days
zero money.
there was a free trial these many days. Now it's all gone. So like once they start, uh, you know, uh, making the foundation strong, and they will create a monopoly kind of thing. That is a known one, and there is no other go also. No. So yeah. So shared mailbox currently it is free. So you get a 50 GB plus you get another 50 GB as a archival solution for your shared mailboxes. Okay, and we get M365 Copilot is also available for you. So as I told you, you get a trial, you get a 25 license trial, and what is it saying? The free trial will be automatically converted to a paid annual subscription after 1 month. So in fact, I just did a calculation, 25 license for one user, 1 month. I mean, one user, 1 month is 1,725 into 25 into 12. So please be
Wow.
very, very careful.
Uh-huh.
So it is going to be a very, very hefty amount. So carefully deal with it.
So we need to remove the payment
This
credit card or
payment info
from the billing section.
exactly from 20, say like 26th day or something, you remove it. That is that, that's the advice.
Okay.
So once we use that free license, we can't use that second time.
Sorry, once you use the free license,
I mean, right now we are using E3, right? After a month, when we cancel that, and if you want to use same one again next month, can we do that?
unfortunately, it won't allow with the same credit card. It won't allow you. That's the problem. But you say if you use a different credit card, yeah, it is possible. Okay, so
Mention they are cancelled by 1/4.
okay, so what is the puzzle it is asking for? Pick one square that shows two identical objects. What are the two identical objects?
Yeah, the last one, I think.
Last one only, right? Okay. Okay, so showing that I'm already logged on. Okay, it's fine. I'll just Okay, so I'll just type in my email ID. Are you on this page where it is asking for your first name, last name? So let's do one thing. So I'll talk to Amit and I will see if I can provide an account, because like as I told you, like I have licenses. Uh, I'll talk to Amit and see like how we can provide one. Okay, and let's see. I'll have a minimal charge for that. Okay, fine. Let's see. Anyways, we can talk about that. So today, what is that you do is like you proceed with this, but don't add a credit card. Okay, you don't add a credit card as of now. Let's go to that particular step, understand what is it, and then let's come back. Okay, so let me go type in saying like company name, company size,
Phone number.
business phone number. Yeah, fill in your number.
Country is Australian.
Which one? Yeah. Oh, that way. But you know what? If you if you give a random Australian number, then you will not be able to verify, because like a code will be coming over there. But that's okay. So address.
So you had trouble verifying your phone number. It's giving error.
When you're done with this, let's say next.
While security check.
So this
That's
is what we
India
were
number.
saying, like the
Plus
Indian number for verification plus 91.
what?
So once you are verified, so let me know when you're on the screen. Are you on this page?
Yes.
So here on this page, what is that we are doing over here is like we have to provide a unique domain name over here. Okay, so this domain name has to be completely unique, which no one has used it. Okay, so and this is going to be your identity, because like you just have to think like it's like a huge apartment that Microsoft has built it, and we are going to host our services over there. Okay, we are going to host our services over there. So in that case, like we are getting a unique identity over there. Okay, that is the logic. So this has to be unique. For example, if you notice this, so is this available or what? Okay, let's see. See, as I told you that this is not available because this has been already taken by someone. So what is very important is like it has to be unique. So this domain name has got to be a unique name. So I'll just add some numbers over here. What is the date? 0301. See, because I gave the unique one, so it has now accepted. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, like earlier without this card details also, you can create a tenant, but now it's not like that. You need the card to be provided for creating the tenant. So this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I hope you got the idea, saying like when you create a trial account and it will look like this. I'll tell you. I'll show you what is the trial account that I created. The one which I gave JOYATRES 0103 over here, right? Same thing. I gave it like this. I gave it like the SD test lab is the one which I provided. As you could see over here, this is the one. Okay, so the one which I just created is the unique ID which I created is this sd testlab.onmicrosoft.com. So have you done the process of adding a domain into the portal? Has anyone done that? Say now, question is, you have created a tenant. What is the meaning of creating a tenant? Creating a tenant means you have an account on the cloud. Okay, that is the meaning of creating a tenant. Now the question is like, you cannot have an account which says like this, because your company name will be, let's say, joyatres.com, and you cannot have something, you cannot have all your users having the ID called as something at the rate like this, joyatres.onmicrosoft.com. So how to solve this? How to solve this is like adding this into your domain. Okay, so have you done that? Anyone has done that? Adding a domain into the portal. Have you done that?
No.
Okay. I'll do one thing. Anyways, like to start with, I'll create one users for you. For time being, I'll create it, and later I will talk to Amit and see how we can proceed. So first, I will create it for Mayur. Have you heard of all these roles? So which one is the topmost?
Global administrator.
Global admin role is the topmost role in the Office 365 environment. So as of now, I will grant you this. There is a requirement for it. So Mayur, on your system, if that is your official laptop, so go incognito and go to admin.microsoft.com.
Okay.
Okay, and then do you get a username password? So put this as a username.
SD test.
And I've sent you the password over the chat. Check. Let me know whether you're able to log in.
Yes, I'm in.
Okay, fine. So
Asking for that MS, or so I'm doing that.
asking for what?
The MS authenticator.
Okay, yeah. So
Should I do that?
do you use the Authenticator app?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead. Scan the QR code and add it to your Authenticator app.
Second.
Okay, so I'll just add one for Pramod. Pramod, your initial is
N.
N.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
So Pramod, go ahead, log in.
Which portal? Office dot.
Admin.microsoft.com.
Microsoft. Okay. Promote.n.
Oh, I gave a different ID also. Okay, yeah, that's okay.
It's 0365, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm.
Okay, and password.
Sending to you over the chat.
Okay. Okay, got it. It's giving me your organization need more information to keep your account secure.
Yeah, same thing as Mayu said, you have to configure the MS Authenticator app
Uh,
for a two-way.
no, it shows keep for 14 days or use a different account.
That's what. Either you can skip it now. Next time when you log in, yes, you will you will have to go for the authenticator. So it's a like two-step verification.
Okay, yeah, now it's
Did you assign global admin?
Hmm?
You assign global admin, no?
Yeah. For any administrator account,
Hmm.
it will by default, it will go for authenticator app, because like if you all remember, I just created an account.
Yeah.
MFA is not yet enabled, but why it is prompting for MFA? Because like by default, Microsoft has made it in a way that all administrator accounts will be MFA enabled by default. That is by design.
That is very good.
So Ramanan, can you drop in your initial? Okay. Saran, you got the login page that you should log in. Do you have it? Okay. I just gave you the password. Are you all able to log in?
Yes.
Is your MFA done?
Yeah.
So now, what is that you are gonna do is that you are going to add a domain into the portal. Okay, so here you have something called as a settings. As I told you, now that your domain is something. Let's take an example saying like you are from an organization called as wipro.com. Let's say you are from an organization called hcl.com. So when you create a tenant, how does it create? The tenant gets created saying wipro.onmicrosoft.com. Correct? The tenant gets created as wipro.onmicrosoft.com. We cannot have the users to be having their user ID called as like this. You cannot have user ID called as like this. Someone, let's say SDK at the rate SD Wipro dot on Microsoft. We cannot have that. Excuse me. Why? That doesn't look professional. So now what is the requirement? What is the requirement is that you should be able to add the domain into, okay, you should be able to add the domain into the portal so that things will become like this. So that what will happen when you create a user, the user ID will become like this. Let's say sdk@wipro.com or whatever domain that is. Okay, anyone owns a domain? Do you have a domain? Anyone owns a domain?
No.
Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's go buy a very simple, cheap domain. So I will take you to Hostinger. What is another very prominent domain?
GoDaddy.
GoDaddy. Okay, good. Yeah. So either you can go to GoDaddy or Hostinger gives you for a cheaper price. So I say domains. So here you search for a domain that ends with .online. See, why is it showing all in dollars?
Hostinger.in.
Hmm?
Hostinger.in.
Hostinger.in. Okay, well, good.
One.
See this? So you can buy it even for 75 rupees also, that will be available, but check if that is really available. See this, anything you buy it for 89 rupees inclusive of the GST or something, it will come around 120 rupees something. So go ahead, buy it, buy one, buy a domain, let me know if your purchase is done. And also don't go for a renewal thing, go for a one-time purchase. Go for a one-time purchase. Drop a message when you're done with the domain purchase successfully, and drop a message about the domain name that you have purchased also.
Yeah, I purchased one.
Okay. So drop a message on what is the domain that you purchased to promote.
Yeah. Pasted in chat.
Okay. Okay, good. Mayur, so done with the domain purchase. Saravanan.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so Okay, so try that and let me know. Mayur, is it done? You created.
Yeah, I'm almost there. Some network issue I'm facing that.
Sorry, what happened?
Network issue actually.
Network issue, is it? Okay. So let me know when you're done.
Yeah.
So,
We're done.
okay. So now, Mayur and Pramod, on your login page, go to domains. On the left side, do you see domains? Do you see
Yeah.
setting? You should be seeing settings and then domains.
Yes, domains. Do we need to add?
Okay, yes. So go ahead and add a domain.
Ready?
Okay, so here type in the domain name that you just purchased.
Verify your own domain.
Use this domain, right? After this.
Yeah.
Okay, add text record.
So this is okay. So this is the way, these are the ways that you can add a domain. What are the options that it is giving you? It is asking you to add a txt record, or what is the second option?
Add if you can't add text record, then add MX record. And
Exactly.
third one, add a text file to the domain's website. So
We don't
you're
have it.
choosing first one, right? Add a text
Yeah, go ahead.
record to the domain DNS.
Exactly.
So first one, no?
Yes, first one.
So what is it you should be doing is like you should be taking that record and adding it onto your domain. Mhm.
Maybe it will take time for replication.
Yeah. So can one of you share your screen? Wait, I'll grant you access.
Okay. Let me share.
Good. Wait, I'll stop sharing.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I copy this value at the rate this value and
Mm,
TTL.
okay.
At the rate, it's a text record value and TTL.
Okay.
I'm saving the changes.
Mm.
Yes. Add it. Verify.
So if you verify, it will fail.
Yes,
Because
TTL is high.
no,
Right.
it's not about TTL, because the domain is just created.
Okay.
Okay, because the domain is just created, so it is not recognized. I'll tell you. So open a website, open a new tab.
Mm-hmm. You want to say the DNS?
We want to see if it is replicated or not. Okay, which means go to a website called as DNS
DNS.
map
Mm.
.io. So what is this website will do is like this will tell you whether your domain records are all replicated or not. So now take the domain name.
Okay. A record.
Yes, no, not the A record. Which one you added? You added a TXT, right?
Yes.
So now nothing will come. Why? Because we just added. So it has to replicate.
Okay.
So it needs some time to replicate. So that's why, like, let's give it some time. Let's give it some 5 minutes time, and then we can do that. All right. So try on click DNS propagation.
Mhm. It show 5 to 10 minutes. But value is correct, right? At the rate this value and TTL.
That is all right. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay. TTL is 3600 means 1 hour.
Yes, that is 3,600 seconds.
Okay.
Hmm. Generate will take 5 to 10 minutes. Let's see. You keep on checking that propagation, and then you come back and verify it over here. If it is showing up over there successfully, saying like what all the regions it is able to cover it, then yeah, you'll be able to verify it successfully.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone else verified? Any
Try,
other domain?
try check.
No, I'm also checking on mobile. It's not showing.
Okay. So go back and verify. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does verify.
I saved right. Just one more time.
I think we just purchased now. That's why it will take time.
It will take time. So generally, it will take some
It's
5 to 10
telling me
minutes.
that 50 minutes to 24 hours for a domain to start
No,
working after DNS change.
I've done this many times. So let's do one thing. Click on this check DNS. Wait, I'll do one thing. I'll check here. So dnsmap.io. What is the domain name?
New TDM. New TDM.in.
Hmm. Generally, I purchase the dot online, and that replicates pretty quickly.
Mayur, are you able to verify your domain?
At
Is
least
it?
wait for 5 minutes.
Okay.
1 minute. Still not yet reflecting.
No. Okay, we will continue. I will try, and once it's done, I will let you know.
So Pramod, what is the domain that you purchased?
New tdm.in. I pasted in chat.
No. Okay. Mayur, what is the domain that you purchased?
Hold on, let me ping it. It's a weird one actually. SC200 boss. SPSS. Ping.
So did you add the text record?
Yeah, I added the text record. I also checking with that host danger support team.
Why?
Might be they can help. Hello?
No, they have nothing to do with it.
No, I'm just checking. Might be take activation or something. Okay, they are saying that it's currently propagation and which will take 24 to 48 hours to complete. So I have to wait. I mean, nothing special can do.
Mhm. Okay, let's give it some time.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm, So meantime, I want you to launch the security portal.
Now it is propagating.
Okay, good. So yeah, if it is propagating, go ahead, share your screen.
My screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just give me a minute actually. A second.
Sure.
Hello, hello, hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sharing the screen. This one.
Okay, so click on verify.
Let me show you something. Okay, I did this text. I can see it is available. I made 60 seconds. So let's wait.
Okay.
You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see your screen. See, now it is done.
Now it is done.
So
Uh,
now,
TTL values, you reduce TTL value to 60
yeah,
on DNS record, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let
go
me
ahead.
try it.
because like even the recommendation says like you can keep it as 3600 or
Mhm.
leave it as it is. So what is it? I personally believe is like it's not because of the TTL. It is like it has done the replication. Is what I would say.
Replication, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So now what
Mhm.
is that we see over here on my screen is like now that we added this domain onto the portal. So now what is the question asked over here is like, would you like to migrate your services also to the cloud? That's a question asked. So what is the meaning of this migrating to the cloud is like, say the way we spoke about the exchange online. So when you want your MX record to be updated, here you will get the guidance. So can you click on continue?
Yeah.
So if if an administrator who is performing this setup, so there is a very big question coming up saying like whether you want to keep your MX record to your current email gateway or you want to migrate it to Office 365, which means like, do you want to update your MX record to the cloud or not? If your decision is that I want to move my records to the cloud, then you have to update this. So what is it saying over there? If you see the MX record, you can see that it is directed to
EOS.
mail.protection.outlook.com. So,
EOP.
so the idea is like, how do you see if an organization is hosted on Exchange Online or on premises? That I'll tell you the step that I follow. So open the same dnsmap.io. dnsmap.io,
Sorry.
MAP, dnsmap.io, and type in wipro.com, www.wipro.com.
www.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. And here, choose the record as MX.
Check.
Yeah, click on the check DNS propagation. Okay. Can you remove the www? I might put that wrong.
I thought Wipro is wrong. Let's try bmc.com. not working, I believe.
Minute. See, yes, it is not working because on my system it is working.
Oh,
Wait, I'll share my screen.
okay. You can share screen. Let me stop.
Oh, yeah, done. Do you see my screen? So
No,
what is it showing is that,
no, I don't see screen.
why? Is it not seen?
Any else?
I can see.
Again.
But no.
Yeah.
I
I can see the screen.
I can see it.
See this. So if you want to know if organization is hosted on cloud, if their MX is pointed to the cloud or not, here you can check it. So Wipro is on cloud. What is it? What is the way? If you look at the MX record, can you copy the MX record and paste it over here on the chat? Mayur or Pramod?
Yeah, sure.
Just copy that MX record and paste it on the chat.
Sorry. I just done.
Okay, good. So if you notice how it is designed, see here.
Mhm. Actually, now it's working for me. I
Uh,
don't know what was wrong.
Yeah, so now see this. A domain is wipro.com. Same way, SC200 boss-SBS is the domain. Now see,
Domain.
wipro-com. So though your domain is wipro.com or your domain is SC200 boss-SBS, what Microsoft wants it is like Microsoft gives this and asks you to add it onto your records. Okay, so here it is. .mail.protectionoutlook.com means that the domain is on the cloud. Okay, just a hint I'm giving you. So now once you have added the domain, it will replicate onto okay, you know what, you don't have to change it. So here, why don't you share your screen again, Mayur?
Yeah, sure. I don't see how. Let me know if you can see the screen.
Okay, yeah, I can see the screen. So go back, click on back.
Oh, here on this page.
On the same page, next to the continue button, you have a back button.
Yeah, back.
And click on the option saying skip and do this later.
Skip and do this later. Continue.
Yes. So which means like the way as you said that
Hmm.
your organization is still having the email gateway as proof point, right? Which means like they have not done the changes on the MX record, which means they have done the one which we are doing now, saying they have skipped this step and they did not change it.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so click on continue.
Hmm.
Click on done. Now you could see that SC200 boss.sbs is now part of your domain. Okay, now click on active users, left side, and click on new user.
Add.
Yes, add a new user. See. So what is the idea over here is like we just added a domain so that like we can create users on your own domain, on your own domain suffix. That is possible. Okay, so that is the idea over
You
here.
can use the same domain on multiple tenant.
No, that's not possible. One
We have
domain.
to remove from one tenant.
Exactly. So that's what generally I advise, saying that when you are purchasing a domain and if it is a trial tenant, what people do is like they just add it here and they forget it. Later, when they create one more tenant, they want that to be added there also, which eventually will not work.
Yeah.
Because now it's a tricky thing, I'll tell you. one tenant can have multiple domain. One domain can be part of only one tenant. That's what we see over
And
here. Like this is one tenant. It can host multiple domains, but one domain can be part of only one tenant only. You cannot have one domain in multiple tenants. Okay. So, okay, good. So Pramod, what happened? Did you get a chance to add it?
Still the same. I think I'm trying.
Wait, what is
is
the
your domain activated? If it is purchased, does it activate it? Cross check that. That could be the reason.
Okay.
Because previously my domain was at pending verification, then I activated.
through your email ID, right? Your
They sent now
send a
you
link.
have to
You'll send a link to your email ID.
email ID, yeah. So you have to activate it that
Okay,
then
I'm purchasing new domain. It's 122 rupees, but saying when you go to the approval your payment, you will see the 4,200. If
Correct.
you want,
so it will cut only that 200 or 100 rupees.
Mhm.
It will not going to cut that 4,000. If
Okay,
you
but
knew that, then it will cut. So you can go for it if you
okay,
want.
but on UPI it's showing 4,200.
It will show 4,000, but it will cut only the 100.
Generally, what I do is like I go with the Paytm balance, I believe. So this Paytm balance, it will take only what you have it on your balance. So like that. Generally, I use that way. That will take only what is applicable.
Okay.
Because now that 4,000 whatever is saying, like that is for the recurring, that is for
Yeah,
the
recurring. So
payment.
once you
So
purchase actually, so you can stop the renewal process and
no,
it's almost
God,
valid for 1 year.
that is the challenge. Now we tend to forget it.
No,
And
I mean this money matter never forgets. Make a reminder.
I forget I use one resume services
no, that's
and
what.
it get automatically get deducted.
So that's what. So
It get charged when I check.
forget. I
The
don't know.
bank say, yeah, we don't do anything from our side. You need to check with your
Hmm,
client.
exactly.
We show
Right.
you. So this see auto renewal is. Am I share screen? Yeah, am I?
Yeah.
It's this needs to be disabled. That's it, and it's 26. So we have fair enough time.
Your renewal is turned off. Okay.
Yeah, I just turned it off.
What is one good thing is like I think you
Mhm.
unless and it will prompt unless until you don't put your UPI ID, uh it won't get successful transaction. I believe that's what I believe. I don't know, but I always try to be more cautious. I pay what is applicable.
So what you use Paytm?
ATM, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So put certain amount of money and use that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's also a nice option.
But it says auto renewal is turned off now.
Yeah, but I did that. Yeah.
Yeah, then we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm telling him. I mean,
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you got a request for 4,200, right?
yeah.
So on the left side, go to the security portal. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's okay. Yep, I mean. Okay. Take a quick tour.
Hmm.
Cancel.
Cancel it. So
Again, it was same.
So majorly we will be working in this portal only. All right.
Okay.
So everything that a security administrator should know, everything a security administrator should be working on is all placed in this portal. So the complete course is going to be within this portal. So
Okay.
so we'll be talking more about this. So yeah, today just a start of it. So we'll just run through the options that we have on this portal, and as in when we meet tomorrow, so we will go deep into each of the topics.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll share my screen.
Let me stop. Hello.
Yeah, 1 minute. I'm just launching the security portal and I'll share my screen.
Okay. I thought I lost you.
Okay. So
Okay.
this is the security portal as I told you. So knowing the web URL is also important. So the web URL is security.microsoft.com is the web URL. So the earlier one, when it all started, it was all called as the protection.office.com was the portal. Now it got segregated to security.microsoft, and the other one is called as the compliance.microsoft.com, which is the pure view. So this got renamed to pureview.microsoft.com. So that's the one. See, switch to the new portal.
Okay. Compliance is moving to purview.
Yeah. So everything is the same.
Yeah.
Just the name and a few features, the way it is looking. So it's all the categorization is all different. Okay. Yeah. So in this Defender portal, so what are the options that we have? So on the home page, we have the uh, first thing to be noticed by the security administrator. So the top level role for this particular task, because like though I granted you a global administrator because because I trust you, so global administrator, but as per Microsoft, what is Microsoft is suggesting is like go with the least privileged model. Now that you're going to work on to the security portal, granting a security administrator itself is enough for you to be working successfully. For example, over here, if I go to the role assignments, so there is a role called as the security administrator. So this is the security administrator role. So this is the top level role when it comes to the security or the Microsoft Defender portal. So we do have the security operator and the security reader. Depending upon the requirement, you can grant to the junior level, you can grant security operator or the security reader. So first comes a reader, which provides only the read-only access. Security operator comes like the second level, who can perform a limited amount of access onto the portal. So next is we have this. So yeah, so what I was saying was like on the home page, we or the security administrator gets to see the first like a day opening checklist. Let's say like whenever you start our day, what is that we do is like we first check our emails and then we go check our infrastructure to see if everything is all fine, right? So that kind of setup is what is available onto this homepage over here. You can see if all the devices are compliant. You get to see your ITDR deployment health. So this we will see this later. So we see what are the apps connected, one user at risk. So what is happening over here? So all these basic information, you get it over here. So we will talk about the secure score in detail. So have you heard of the secure score? Do you know what is your secure score in your environment?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Secure score we manage means which application you are using for spamming. The
Okay.
questionnaire is right. The
Um,
Microsoft is asking.
Not the questionnaire. Say like how protected is your environment from
Mm-hmm.
your side, which means
Okay.
let's say there is a policy. Let's take saying like there is a anti-phishing policy created by Microsoft. Everything is set up.
Mm-hmm.
Have you added one extra policy from your side to provide a additional layer of security or not is the question. So this secure score, it contains like two components. Say like how much Microsoft has provided as a security, how much you have added as an additional layer of security is the concept over here. Now, for example, let's see this. Let's say if this score is less, let's take a scenario saying like you feel that this score is very less. Can I improve it? Yes. There is an option called as improve your score. What are the recommended actions? We see it over here. Now, what is it we did was like enable MFA for all the users in administrative roles. What
Mm-hmm.
is that I created for you? I created an admin role for you. And that one by default, I'll show you also. See, if I go to the list of users, active users, and the user that I created for you is here. This MFA is related to, see, do you see this?
Yeah.
It is disabled for you, but how come it prompted? Because your account is an administrator account. Even though it is disabled by the local administrator, Microsoft is definitely going to push for a two-factor authentication by default. That is the idea. So what is it saying? It's like if you ensure MFA is enabled for all your administrator, it is going to increase 3.48 percentage. Now it is currently
Or
53. It is going
Mm-hmm.
to increase another 3 percentage onto your existing secure score. Okay, same way,
Okay.
if you enable MFA for all your users, it's going to add another 3. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we will talk
Mm-hmm.
okay.
about conditional access policies. It is part of your Entra ID. So like that, there are different steps available. Okay, so once you make sure all these steps are available, your secure score will automatically improve. That doesn't mean like it will go hit 100%, no, but it will improve to 80-85%. It will improve. Why? I'll tell you. Because tomorrow if something unexpected happens, say like some kind of attack, so Microsoft will ask you saying like, hey, I gave you these recommended actions, did you follow
Uh,
or not? So being an administrator, being a security administrator, it's our duty to make sure all these checks are all followed. So probably I would say like these are the, say, like a weekly activity, the things that you can add onto your story. Do you all follow this agile methodology, Kanban board, adding the stories and completing the story? So in that you can add these as a stories to make sure that the secure score is at a right level. Okay, so we have different actions the depending upon what is happening on the other side of the world. We might not know that probably some administrator accounts might have got compromised due to a single factor authentication or due to just a password authentication. That's why Microsoft has brought in this idea to enable the two-factor authentication for all the administrative roles like that. Okay. So we will talk about the conditional access policy, very important for the security administrator. So this is the idea of a secure score, which is there on the home page. Anyways, we will talk about that in detail, much more detail we will talk about. So it will also say like what is the, like who's the user at risk, view all users. Okay, so probably I might have cleaned up that user who's there in the risk. So slowly this risk alert will be gone. Okay, so there is something called as an insider risk management, which I'll tell you. What is the meaning of insider risk? Is that
A risk from internal user.
exactly? So an example is something like a data theft. So we do trust our employees, but we don't trust them completely. So there is something called as a zero trust model. So the idea of zero trust model is like don't trust anyone, whatever it is, you do a double verification. So if I ask you this question, let's say I'm an employee in your company and today is my last day at work and I'm asking that, hey, I need my mailbox copy. So will you allow me to take or will you provide a copy of my mailbox to me as a user leaving, or you say that no, it's not allowed? What will be your answer?
Not allowed.
Okay.
Not allowed.
His last day now, so yeah, not allowed at least.
So let's say it's not last day. Let's say I'm leaving in another 15 days and I'm asking for it.
Yeah, just give us some approval from HR and legal.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, I totally agree. So probably GDPR, General Data Protection Regulations. So now let's say like I got approval from HR and I'm giving it to you saying like I need my mailbox.
So you have to run that.
Yeah. So what is that? What is the procedure that, or what is the procedure that majority of the companies follows, that they take off all the
Mhm.
official emails because a reviewer is going to review that.
Yes, yes.
Okay, because
Uh,
like the emails are organization's proprietary information. We cannot give it to someone to take it outside, and that could be considered as a data loss. So we don't want to take that risk. So we will assign a reviewer. That reviewer will review that emails, and only the personal emails will be leaving the organization. The rest of the emails, which are organization's proprietary information, will stay. So we don't say no, plus we don't say yes for
yes.
everything. Okay, so if someone is bringing an apple, that doesn't mean we just take it and give it to them. So that is not allowed also. So that is the, so now what does this insider risk management is like? Now that you said no, you said
Mhm.
no, but what is that employee trying to do? Is like that employee is trying to transfer all those emails to their Gmail. somehow, whatever, probably they're connecting a USB and they're trying to move it. So keeping a check, keeping an eye on to a person who is leaving, who is a person who is leaving the organization. So that will fall into the insider risk management. Okay. So yes, we can review the policies also. So like this, have you heard of this attack simulation training?
No.
Okay. So the meaning of a fire drill. What is the meaning of a fire drill? Is there actual fire there?
No, it's just testing kind of.
Exactly. It's like
They'll know. Yeah, we conduct the simulation testing. Means if sending fish emails to user, phishing,
exactly
spamming.
to
If
see
it
how
is click, then we assign a training for them.
exactly. So the meaning of a fire drill is like there is no fire in the building, but we imagine and we take the respective action. Same thing over here, which means like there is no phishing email, there is no spam email, but as a administrator, we will trigger an email to see how the users are reacting to it. Okay, so that is called as a attack simulation training. There are different workloads available. We can assign those, workloads to the user, say like a malware training, say like a credential harvest training, or say like a phishing email training, or say like a link, which is a malicious link training. So there are different payloads available, different workloads available, which we can assign to the user to see how that user is performing. Okay, so all these are available over here. As I told you, this is just a home page for the security administrator to look into this at the start of day to see what that like what is it they have to look into it. So now I'll just ask you a scenario saying that let's say you are on your way to office and you don't have and you don't have your laptop. Let's say generally you don't carry your laptop. You leave at office and lock it over there, and you come back home, and then at home you have a different laptop kind of scenario. Now you're not, now that you are traveling, now that you're on your way to office, you don't have access to your laptop. Now your manager is calling and asking that, hey, is there any problem with the environment? Asking that, is there any problem with the environment? I don't see that few things are not working.
Mhm.
Okay. And how do you check if it is a problem from the Microsoft side? Because like we know that if something is going wrong, we don't have anything to troubleshoot over here. Everything's in the hands of Microsoft. So question is like, how do you check if there is a major problem from the Microsoft side? Where do you check?
So
Twitter,
health,
usually they post. Otherwise, there is a site also
health,
available.
service health.
Kind of.
So if you, where is it? So if you go here, you have this health, correct?
Right, yeah, service health.
But
I click on that and
so that's why I told you that you don't have your laptop.
Yeah,
oh, oh,
there is a different site actually. It's not handy. Hold on, let me check.
So it's called as the status.office.com.
yeah, status.
Something. Okay.
So when we go to this status.office.com, we get to see the health that we see over here. We can see like which are all the
Mhm.
domain that is having a problem, or if it is all good. You can
Okay.
see on
Okay.
the Twitter as well.
I don't have this one actually. I have a different one.
Yeah. So status.microsoft.com will give you the details.
It's only for Microsoft related.
It's only for Microsoft Cloud related.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Got it.
Okay, good. So, so like this, we have the details about this. So other than that, we have the incidents.
Mhm.
So what is the idea of incident? Is like if something is going wrong, So what is the meaning of a term called as what jump? Unreal jump, or what is it? Like a person logging in from one location, let's say logging from US, after 5 minutes logging from Germany, after 5 minutes logging from Australia. So there is a name of the
Account is compromised.
huh?
Compromise account.
No, it is an
Suspicious login.
not suspicious, an unreal jump or impossible travel. It's called as impossible travel jump.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's say there is one user who is doing something like this. Let's say like the person is not traveling, but the person is logging in from different location, say like which is not a practical thing. So what Microsoft will do is like Microsoft will monitor that, and it will automatically create an incident over here, and that incident will be available, and that incident needs to be checked by the security administrator and during the time that you're working on that incident, like the way how because you said BMC, right? BMC is the company which has made Remedy, right? A Remedy ticketing tool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same one, right? Okay, good. So
Yeah. Right.
same way, like as in when you're working on the incident, you'll put it in progress and you'll be able to see the statistics of it. Okay, I'll see if I can tomorrow create an incident. We cannot create it. It's like if something you do on the other side, let's say, okay, I'll ask you to do one thing. So you said you have VPN, you can enable VPN, right? So different, and you know, there is a browser called as Tor.
I
Tor,
heard.
Yes.
Tor browser, right?
Yeah.
So Tor browser, Opera browser, I think they all connect with default VPN. Okay, so what is that you can do is like use those browsers and you log into your admin portal. Okay, take it as a task. So use your Opera browser or use your Tor browser and you log into your admin portal with your VPN enabled. So what would happen is like 10 minutes when the VPN is connecting to different countries. So it will look like you are performing an impossible travel. So let's see if that is creating an incident over here. So what is expected is like when you try all those, so your user ID will be shown here as an instance saying like impossible jump. Okay, so
Okay.
I'll also try, you can also try that. Okay, so next is, so incident once it is created, we will be able to see the complete detail about that particular instance, saying like why it was created, why it was generated, and how it can be solved. Is that a false alert? Is that a genuine alert? And is there any action to be taken? Is there any severity to be actioned? Like all those details, we will be able to see it as a part of the incidents detailed. Okay, so that is the idea. So again, I'm just giving you an overview of what is that you could see over here. So, and also one more thing, if you should also notice over here that you don't have something to create it. For example, if I go here,
Yeah. No option.
see, I'll just go over here, for example, go to the policies and the rules. And if I go to this particular place and I open one policy, let's say anti-spam, you have an option to create it.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that when you don't have an option to create, which means we have only option to take an action, not to generate an action. So you cannot create something. It will be created if it's nothing, it's nothing. If there is something happening, Microsoft will create it and they will keep it over here, and we have to take an action on it. Okay, that is the idea over here. Same thing goes for the alerts as well. Okay, so alerts, yes, you will see all the alerts, say like different alerts are available. So there is an option called as alert policy. So if you see over here,
Hmm.
see this. So even
Mhm.
alert policies are also available. Here you can create an alert policy, which in turn generate an alert and show you at this particular place. Okay, so again, it's all policy based. It's called as the alert. Like this, see different alerts are available. So we can also create it depending upon the alert policy. This alert will be generated and you'll be able to see it over here. Okay, next is you have the advanced hunting over here. So what is the idea of this advanced hunting is like you can write a query and you can find what is going on. For example, let's say like, have you heard of this term called as the ZAP, zero hour
Zero at
Auto
zero
purchase.
attack protection, something like.
purpose? So what it does, what is the purpose of that?
Means at the policy means new threat detected at one location, it's replicated to the another location very quickly. So you mitigate the threat within an hour.
No,
Hmm?
no.
Okay.
Okay, so the zero hour auto purge means, let's say, so because like we are exchange administrators, right? Let's say
Hmm.
if there is one malicious email escaped your proof point,
Mm-hmm.
and it got delivered to 10 users. It got delivered to a group and that group contains 10 users. And what will be your action?
Proofpoint introduce a new product trap which continuously in contact with the Proofpoint
Okay.
tab. Okay, it send the alert and it automatically pull that threat from user's mailbox and quarantine it.
Exactly the same thing done by this app. So
Mhm.
Oh.
what is the idea is like the Zap runs on users' mailboxes. So if there is any email which has escaped the filter, later when Microsoft founds that this is a malicious email which is not supposed to be there in the environment, it purges from the mailbox and keeps it under the quarantine. Same
Okay.
thing. So because you said this track feature available in proof pointed, so before that, what is the procedure? You have to run a kind of a discovery to find out who has sent it and to whom it has been sent. What is the subject? You have to run a query and then we will purge it. That was a manual.
Delete that. Yeah.
That was a
Okay.
manual task by the administrator, right? So luckily, if it is a one or two, it's fine. If it is sent to 1,000 people, then
Then they,
it
yeah.
so now this, the same way as you said, the feature about the proof point, same thing is done by the Zap saying like this runs on the mailboxes to find if there is any malicious email that has escaped the filter. Okay. And
Mhm.
as you could see, there are like so many queries available. So if you see,
Uh,
there are like n number of queries available, which can help us to, for example, let's say anything. Alert evidence, alert info. So you click on view reference. So here you will be able to run a query for that, and we don't have to write it. So this language is called as a KQL,
okay.
Custo Query Language. Okay,
Okay.
so everything is available. We don't have to write it, but yes, it is good to learn that as well. So it's all like it's all like you have a bunch of templates available. All you have to do is like just choose that template and run it to see what is happening. That's the idea over here. So this environment is very, very small. We don't have much of mail flow. So it is like a very, very small environment. But yes, so as in when you have a good environment with like thousands and thousands of email flowing in and out of the environment, you will see lots and lots of alerts. So here, what is it saying? This one, total zap count is like to see how many emails are quarantined. That is what it is saying over here. Okay, so that is called as the total zap count. All right. Again, that is just an example. I just ran that query. That's why it is showing up over here. So generally it will be like this. When you go over here, it will be like this. And from there, you will be able to take anything and you can view the reference and you can run the query. Just a hint I'm telling you like this. Now that you have access, I'm just telling you to explore. So this. Right. So this is on the advanced hunting. So this custom detection rule is when you want to design your rule that you wrote it using the KQL language, and that will be available under this. And depending upon that rule, it will show you the list over here. Okay, so have you heard of this things called as
No.
what do you think it is? So what is the meaning of this private preview? Means, let's say I am a security administrator, okay, and Microsoft wants to add a feature into this particular portal. And Microsoft is seeing that I'm regularly using the security administrator portal and I'm one of the like a security administrator. So what is the meaning of this private preview is that Microsoft will add this feature only to administrators like me across the globe to get feedback from the administrator to see how this feature is working. So I'll just show you an example of like what is the meaning of a preview. So I go here. In fact, like this one is out of preview, but still the hint is still there. I'll just show you there. See this. Okay, so it says preview message. Okay, fine. So here it will, so if there is a feature that is a new feature specifically for that administrator, specifically for that domain, is called as a private preview. What is the meaning of public preview is that a preview which is like a feature is added for everyone. Anyone who uses that particular feature will be able to use that feature and they can provide a feedback depending upon that. Okay, so once after this preview is all done, successfully tested and corrected, updated, everything is done. Once that is applicable for everyone across the globe, across the cloud, that feature becomes a global availability. Okay, so then it will not be a preview one, because like when it is in a preview, Microsoft clearly says that, hey, it is in preview. If something happens, we are not responsible for it. Okay, whereas when it is a global availability, which means Microsoft takes responsibility, takes accountability for anything that happens on the environment. All right, so that's the idea. So coming back over here. So then we have the actions and the submission. So what is the idea of action center? Same way as you could see over here, that there is nothing that we can create it. It's something that Microsoft creates it and assigns this for us. Okay, if there is any action that is meant for the administrators from the Microsoft side, that will be updated over here under the action center. Currently, there are no actions pending and there is no action history as well. Okay. Whereas what is the submission? Submission, have you heard of submission? Have you tried submission anytime?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you, I'll give you an example. Let's say you have blocked a domain. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's say that you have blocked an environment that I don't want to see any emails from wipro.com. But
Mhm.
what is happening is like that emails are still flowing into your environment, which means the blocking is not working. And you have done everything correctly. You have blocked it perfectly. You have done the setting. Everything you've done it right, but still that setting is not working. That's when you will submit that email to Microsoft for an analysis.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So same thing goes for a Teams message or goes for an email attachment. Let's say like you have blocked people from sending a particular extension. Let's say some extension called as even PPT or a PDF, anything
Mhm.
that you have blocked it, but still it is flowing, means then you will send this for an investigation to Microsoft is the idea of submission.
Okay.
All right.
But
So
does it happen actually if we
yeah,
block something, it really flow?
yeah, why not? It happens.
Ah.
Happens,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Because like see, there are like different regions and different data centers, different servers are there. So
Mhm.
yeah, we cannot assure that, even Microsoft doesn't assure that everything will work perfectly. So
Ah, right.
these things will happen, yes. But we cannot compare. For example, you have a friend in Australia saying that, hey, it's working for me, but it's not working for people, like for the person who's in India. Yeah, it can happen because data centers are different.
Yeah.
So that is quite possible, but we have to submit it. We have to inform to Microsoft, because like there's no point in we breaking our head and troubleshooting. That makes no sense. So we have to submit it to Microsoft saying that this is the problem.
Happening. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So this is called as the submissions on the portal. And what are things that you can submit is like you can submit an email, Teams message, email attachment, URLs. Let's say like there is a malicious URL and it is supposed to be stopped by the EOP, Exchange Online Protection, but it has escaped. So those kind of URLs
Mhm.
can be submitted over here. Okay, that is the idea over here. These are the URLs. So this falls into the submissions.
Okay.
So here, anything that you see as an intelligence, there is a word. You will find this word at many different places in different ways. Say for example, there is something called as threat intelligence, mailbox intelligence. So like that, so all these things are like AI. All these artificial intelligence is coming into picture. So this threat intelligence is like there is a background threat engine is running. So which is finding to see like what are the threats in the whole world. Actually, as you could see, what is it saying is like it's not saying that this is meant only for your environment. It is like some global information also it is trying to show us over here, saying that how your
Okay.
how your rest of the world is also affected, how they are working. Okay, so different kinds of like the way they name, no, they name the viruses, right? So let's say the viruses, malwares, they name it, right? That is what we see over here. Okay, so like this, you have the intelligence profiles, intelligence explorer. What is it saying? See, tracked threat actors. See, where it is saying like what is the one which is prevailing, from where, what is it targeting? See, China, Russia, Israel, China. So like that, these are the threat actors prevailing in the web, and it is trying to steal data. So that is the idea over here. So you see this information over here. You have the intelligence explorer. So all these things are, I would say that it's a knowledge. We don't have any actions over here. If something is happening over here, we are not going to jump in and save them. No, Microsoft is working on it. What is the idea is like we should be updated on what is happening on the rest of the world, rest of the security world, what is happening. We should be knowing that.
Okay.
So like this, you have different articles, you have it. Okay, so team process is not available for our license, though we have the E5 license. It's the learn.microsoft.com. Right. So we have the trials over here. Same way. With our existing one, we can also add it. Say if you say try now, you can, again, this will be, it's already active only. So if you want to add it, you can add it. So like this, you have the exposure management. We have the asserts. You have all the accounts, your devices, all these things comes into this.
The asset means only mobile phones and laptops or all?
No, all.
Okay.
Users and all that.
Your users, your AD accounts, everything falls into this.
Okay.
Okay, so did I miss it? So this overview of exposure management attack surface. So this attack surface is actually a kind of a scary thing, because like on a world map, it will show you like what are all the places that the security threat is prevailing. So it will tell you like how your how the environment and how the whole world is like going through the attack. So it will show. So attack path means like what are all the medium, what are all the entry points that an attacker is using to get into your environment. Okay, so there is an article that says like uh, average of 100 days it takes to find out that there has been attack happen. So which means like there's already an attack happened, and the attacker has entered your environment. It took 100 days for the security administrator to find out that something fishy is within the environment. So that was the statistics that I read. So it's still loading. So secure score, we already just spoke about this. I gave a hint onto it. So data connectors, what is the meaning of the data connector is like how you can connect your third-party softwares, third-party, say like a connectivity that you can establish with your third party. Say like, for example, you have your proof point. Okay. So you are thinking that I want the statistics from the proof point to be connected to this security portal. So few companies have this BlackBerry, Bloomberg. So there are different data connectors available. So depending upon the connectors, you can connect it over here. So I'll just say external connectors, only few. See this is what I told you, early previews.
Mm-hmm.
This is a new tool. So this email and collaboration is one important thing that that as a, because you all you said like you are email engineers, right? So emails are one major entry point for the malicious things, because we know emails and we know the attachments and people send it and we get a lot of spam, malware, so many things. The entry point is email. So here this email and collaborations is a very important topic. So this AIR, automated investigation and response, is like we can, so Microsoft will assign depending upon the well-known threats and we have to action on it. So we have to just see like what is available and depending upon we have to action on it. And it's called as a threat explorer. Earlier it was all called as threat explorer, threat tracker. See this?
Permitted click,
Yeah.
your clicks. Okay.
So here you get to see that how your explorer is performing, and you can see the statistics of how many emails are hitting and how many are blocked and what are the different malicious things that are happening, say malware, phishing campaigns, URL clicks, all these data, we see it over here. Okay, so is there any malware? No malware. And also you can say like perform a filter in case if you feel that you want to filter according to a single user, you can filter it over here, which we will see that in detail. And say we have this
Okay.
exchange message trace, which is very, very default one that we have done it a lot. Say like if a user says like, hey, I did not get an email. So we do a message trace.
Email trace.
Yeah. So we spoke about the simulation training. So here we have the simulation training. We can create a simulation training and we can assign it to the users as well. So we have the policies over here. And yet we will talk about each of the policies. We have this five policies are important. So these three policies, anti-phishing, spam, and anti-malware, falls into ATP. ATP stands for Advanced Threat Protection. These two, safe attachment and safe links, falls into the EOP, Exchange Online Protection. So we'll talk about that in detail. Okay, so I told you about the secure score, right? So there are default policies available for all these. As a part of our learning, we will also create additional policies to safeguard our environment depending upon the requirement. So we don't create policy just like that, but if there is a real requirement, we will definitely create that.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, we will talk about this. Is a very major part. Saying the cloud app security is called as CAS. So we will talk about this cloud apps in detail. And other than that, yes, so the default one reports, audit, health, and also Sentinel. Sentinel is a this major part. So Sentinel should be there. They moved it out. Okay. All right. So this is the plan.
Mhm.
So I'll try to keep as much of real time as possible, as much of say hands-on as possible. That's the plan. I have it. Okay. So
Mhm.
anyways, I granted you the access. Okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll just change that. Yes.
Sir, one question. I have registered the domain, but it asking add your own DNS record or
Keep
more
it.
options.
Click on more options
Mhm.
and skip for now. The fourth option, skip for now.
Skip and do this later.
Skip and do this later and click on continue.
Okay. Object. What is this?
Yeah,
Okay.
it will say as technically it should be showing the domain name over there, but it says object. But if you click on that view all domains,
Uh-huh.
click on view all domains,
Yes, new lab.site.
you'll be able to see it over there.
No service selected.
Yeah, exactly, because we did not add the DNS record, right? Because it says healthy for all the other domains because we have added the DNS record for that domain.
Okay.
That's the reason.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, so just